Call the Board of Alderman meeting, Monday, January 5th, 2026. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Alderman Earhart.
Here.
Alderman Gallagher.
Here.
Alderwoman Grunwald.
Here.
Alderman Jarrett.
Here.
Alderman Poland.
Here.
Alderman Wells.
Here. Moving on to agenda approval. Have I had a chance to take a look at the agenda? Any additions, changes, or?
Motion
Okay.
approved.
I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And on the consent agenda, approval of draft minutes for December 15th, 2025. We had a chance to look at the minutes. Any changes, corrections? I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Moving on to Christmas decor, yards of the month. As the past mayor had done, we went around and picked, initially it was be one winner per ward, but as you drive around our town, it's hard to pick just one. So I extended it to, all the aldermen went out, sent me addresses, and then I went out, followed up on, what they thought was some, and might have picked a couple of, ones that I thought that were good too. So we appreciate everybody doing it. It's something that gets all the board and everybody involved, going around the city and seeing what everybody's doing. We did the Halloween decorations, and then we did this, and maybe we just keep building on it for different holidays. So I appreciate everybody that put the effort in and decorates their houses and gives us something to enjoy while we drive around our town. For Ward 1, we have a Robert Reed and Angela Strombone. You just want to stand up and go in the back. We can give you your certificates here in a minute. Justin and Stephanie Carstens. For Ward 2, Christina and Travis Arthur. Diana Fernandez Lopez and Ignacio Morales Venezuela. Are you here? No? Okay. For Ward 3, Renelle Cochran. Here? No? And a Kevin and Heather Wright. Okay. Well, we'll make sure everybody gets those. I have a gift card for everybody too. I'll come and take a picture with you guys, give you certificates.
No, I didn't think so. I think so.
Yeah, exactly. Made his appearance. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have a good night. You too. Take care. Congratulations.
Congratulations again.
Thank you again. We appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Have a good night.
Appreciate you coming out. Thank you.
Famous last words.
Have a good night. Y'all take care.
Mikey, get rid of that, will you?
I will. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Get rid of what?
Okay, moving on to agenda request. We have
Yes, Mr. Mayor and Board, we have an agenda request tonight. It's two names on here, Shannon Walter and a Paul Simpson, regarding speed limit changes in Fox's Den. Mr. Mayor, did you want this timed?
keep it on 5 minutes piece, fine. If you guys do that. Step the mic for, state your name, address, please.
My name is Paul Simpson. My address is 22911 South Creekview Drive, Fox's Den.
Shannon Walter, my address is 22903 South Fox's Lane.
Are you sure?
I almost messed that up too.
I know.
Well, I want to say good evening, Mayor and boards of aldermen and every other important person in this room. My name is Paul Simpson. I am the president of Fox's Den Homeowners Association. This is Shannon Walter, the vice president. We want to just tell you we appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. I am here on behalf of our residents to formally request a reduction of the posted speed limit in our neighborhood from 25 miles per hour to 15 miles per hour. When I wrote this, I assumed that these were posted. I am now looking back. We actually don't have any posted speed limit signs in our neighborhood, so this might make this a little easier, hopefully. Our community is small, residential, and family-oriented. We have a significant number of young children who play, live, and move throughout the neighborhood daily, riding bikes, walking to friends' homes, playing near the street. Unlike larger or through-street neighborhoods, our roads were not designed for speed or high visibility. We have multiple blind spots caused by curves and parked vehicles, and half of our subdivision don't have sidewalks. While 25 miles per hour may be considered a standard residential speed, in practice it is simply too fast for the physical layout and daily use of our streets. The difference between 15 and 25 miles per hour is not minor, it is substantial. At lower speeds, drivers have a lot more reaction time, shorter stopping distances, and significant reduced risk for injury, especially when children are involved. We're not here because of a single incident. We are here to prevent one. Our request is proactive, not reactive. As an HOA, we have heard consistent concerns from our residents about near misses, speeding vehicles, and the general feeling that our streets are not safe for the speeds that are driven. Reducing the speed limit to 15 miles per hour would align with the reality of how our neighborhood is used, not as a pass-through or commuter route, but as a shared space where safety must take precedence over convenience. We are not asking for extensive infrastructure changes or costly modifications, only for a reasonable adjustment to the posted speed limit that reflects their environment and prioritizes public safety. On behalf of our residents and our children, we respectfully ask the board to approve this request. We believe it is a practical, responsible step that demonstrates a commitment to community safety and quality of life. I appreciate your time, service, and your consideration.
Thank you. Any, board have any questions or? Yes, sir.
Did I understand that you were the president of the Homes Association or
I am.
just a resident?
I'm the president of HOA.
Okay. And you are
Vice president.
husband and wife? No.
No.
Oh.
Two different addresses.
Oh, they did that.
Blew that one, I guess. Don't start ruling
that on Facebook right now.
I've lived there. I was the second house built. It's been great. I love living there, but since we are filling up now, if I wouldn't get in trouble, I have threatened to go blow tires out. And a lot of it's not the residents, luckily. It's just the drivers, construction workers, and, delivery trucks coming through there. And it just amazes me how fast they're going. And the front half of the subdivision where I live does not have sidewalks. So if you're walking, there's little kids everywhere in the summertime. It's just a matter of time. So we hope that we'll be able to get posted signs of 15 in there.
Okay. This is a consensus with the HOA, basically. You guys got a majority of.
Okay. One other question.
Yes, sir.
Dylan, this pertains to you.
Yes, sir.
When the subdivision went in, did we not have plans on putting signs, speed limit signs, stop signs, and all that sort of stuff in? Was it not on the plans?
If anything would have been in the design construction plans, it would not have been part of my purview, not in other departments. But what I can say overall is most of our subdivisions in the city limits are not posted. It's kind of, if not posted, then it would be 25 miles per hour.
Okay. Is there any way that we can get this? I see a good sign here that, yes, there are some signs that need to be posted. And, I guess we'll see here in just a second, see where it goes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this has to be agenda request and all, so.
Yeah.
This is just them sharing information with us, it's gotta be put on the,
Yep. Gotta be
Another
part of the
agenda.
discussion.
I don't have any problems with it, the HOA is here representing it, and, it's only one subdivision, so. I think with the majority of their HOA, I think it's really up to them what they want their speed limits to be in that subdivision, so. They think it's their own safety, I understand why there's no signs, it's 25 is the speed limit throughout all of the city, so you wouldn't put signs up, it costs money to put the signs up, and it's already known at the beginning when you enter the city, it's 25 if it's not posted, so. Yeah, there'd be a little cost to put signs up, it's worth it for safety, so I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, this will be some future discussion if we're wanting to move
Okay.
forward.
Yeah, it'd be a future
Yep.
agenda item.
Yep.
Well, we thank you for your time. We appreciate you
Appreciate
guys.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So thank you, Paul and Shannon, for being proactive instead of reactive. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, moving on to unfinished business. Bill 2025-23.
Yes, Mr. Everett will present.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, Mayor and Board. Tonight, this is the second reading of Bill number 2025-23. This is, again, a request to rezone the property that is generally located on the southwest corner of Willow Lane and South Peculiar Drive, generally known as Lot 57. The Planning Commission on December 11th voted unanimously to approve 7-0 on this item, as well as the board on the first read for December 15th. This would conclude my staff report, but obviously happy to answer any questions.
Okay, the second read. Anybody have any questions? Concerns?
Just one. This takes care of the rezoning and the setback that was included with this.
That is correct, as long as within that motion that condition is in there. That would be correct.
So we don't have to, come back.
That is correct.
Anybody have any questions? I entertain a motion to have the second reading by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill 2025-23, second read. An ordinance rezoning from C1 General Business District to R3 Multiple Family Dwelling District, all that portion of Lot 57 consisting of 0.852 acres more or less in the existing Westfield subdivision, generally located south of Willow Lane and west of South Peculiar Drive in the city of Peculiar, Cass County, Missouri. Applicant, Jarnell Sarai, J.M. Sarai, LLC.
I entertain a motion to accept the second reading by title only. Upon approval will be ordinance 01052026.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Earhart.
Aye.
Alderman Gallagher.
Aye.
Alderwoman Grunwald.
Aye.
Alderman Jarrett.
Aye.
Alderman Poland.
Aye.
Alderman Wells.
All right. Moving on to new business. Resolution 2026-01.
Yes, Mayor and Board, what you have in front of you is a resolution to make a budget amendment as a, I'll call it a recommendation, but it's not really, from the Office of the State Court Administration in the audit that was recently done by OSCA on our municipal court. They concluded that the court is not allowed to have funds set aside for incarceration of inmates. That has to come strictly from the police department's budget. So even though they're both in the general fund and it really doesn't make any difference on our bookkeeping end, it does as far as the OSCA audit is concerned. And so this is just a resolution to move those funds from one general ledger line to another to keep OSCA happy. That's it.
Anybody have any questions?
So I did have one question I thought of after our meeting. So, the court is aligned a certain amount of money, right? Is that amount getting lowered to go to the police, or is it they're gonna keep the same budget?
So there's 2,000 that's allotted in the police, jail expense budget and $3,500 that's allotted for the court jail expense budget. So we're just taking the 3,500 from the court and moving it over
Yeah,
to the
so
police department.
their budget's getting cut a little bit and transferred over.
Correct.
I just making sure it's not, they're keeping the 3,500.
No.
Free money, yay!
No, sir.
That's zero.
Okay, just making sure.
Right.
Just realotting the money, basically.
Yeah, it's just making it known.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion to approve resolution 2026-01.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moving on to resolution 2026-02.
Right. This is resolution 24. This is Mr. Long that will present on this one.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. This resolution is to change the verbiage for the CIP project 2026-006 to change the verbiage of the description to allow the funds to be used for construction of new trails as well as the maintenance of existing trails. And then the second half of this is for CIP project 2026-007, where the verbiage states that the funds were allocated to purchase new playground equipment at McKernan Park. We'd like to change that to encompass all of the park, to allow for things like the repair of the 9/11 memorial, maintenance on the restroom structure. It needs paint jobs and plumbing needs done. And currently, the description is strictly for buying new playground equipment, which we deemed it doesn't need.
Okay.
Be happy to answer any questions.
Anyone have any questions?
The line item was like, what, 35,000 or something?
007 was 30,000 and 006 was 20.
You can't even buy playground equipment for that much money
Not
anyway.
even close.
Like, no, that's silly. Okay.
You can
Yeah.
buy Teeter totter, maybe.
No further questions.
No other questions? Entertain a motion to approve resolution 2026-02.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moving on to resolution 2026-03.
Okay. We have a couple of different presentations on this this evening. We brought in our wastewater treatment plant supervisor, Mike Riley, here to discuss kind of the define infiltration and inflow. Do I have it backwards? Inflow and infiltration. Okay. This presentation was given by him once at a previous time with a different board, and I thought it was pretty informative. And given the resolution you're going to have in front of you, I thought it was a good idea for Mike to give that presentation tonight. So, why don't you take it?
So it's actually quite important because a lot of times we do not think about what we can't see, and our infrastructure is underground. Inflow and infiltration is basically water that belongs outside of a pipe getting into the pipe. So we use the energy that we use at the plant is used to create biological reactions for what we call bugs. And whenever you dilute that down, it first off it takes longer to treat, but secondly it overuses our equipment whenever we don't need it to. Now this happens, like for instance, clay pipe. Over time, clay pipe cracks. It's got seams. It's got joints where it comes together. Roots find their little ways through all of these cracks, and whenever roots get bigger and bigger, the cracks widen. More water goes in from the ground that doesn't belong in the pipe. Any questions on that?
Oh, makes sense.
I appreciate that. So then I'll turn it over to Ms. Bruss for the actual resolution portion of this.
Thank you, Board and Mayor. The request for this is to approve to proceed with a sewer rehabilitation project involving cured in place pipes leaving commonly referred to SIP CIPP when, we put it in our reports, of deteriorating clay tire sewer mains throughout the city's wastewater collection system. Basically, many of our segments in the older section were built in the 1964, and that whole era was done with clay pipes. Many of those are deteriorating rapidly, collapse, water's infiltrating. We have several areas where we have complete collapse where the sewer is, are actually getting outside into the ground. Those repairs, typical methods, is digging the pipe up and replacing the whole pipe. In one area that we have a 500-foot section that is going to require complete replacement, estimated at about $200,000 for 500 foot of line. The CIPP would allow us to go in and do point repairs and push a brand new sleeve through without having to dig up the pipes or do any damage to any of the existing structures that are above. For a price of more around $20,000 for something that's going to cost $200,000. Basically, the SIP provides a mechanism to replace deteriorated lines without digging up old lines and disturbing buildings on the ground. Also much cheaper overall. Financing the project, the estimated project cost for approximately 5 miles worth of lines is around $598,750. That's based on project or money that would be paid from available fund balance, and a full cost estimate is included in Exhibit 1 in your packets. We don't know the exact amount. We have a known amount of clay pipes, and then we're estimating another certain distance that we're pretty sure are clay pipes, and this would be completing anything up to that total project cost. Public Works Committee and staff, we can do this in several different ways. We can do it phased in 5 different years. By doing it 5 different years in smaller projects, we're going to have a higher price overall. We'll have additional mobilization costs and a higher price per linear foot. We can do it all at once for that total price, and it brings down our price overall, also keeping us from costly repairs, emergency repairs that are going to be happening sequentially over those next 5 years. The resolution comes with a unanimous recommendation and approval from the Public Works Committee. Anybody have any questions?
So, doing it, if you do it in sections, it would probably cause more havoc down the road than it would, because once you fix one section, it's going to be pushing more towards the other down the line, wouldn't it? It would probably be more advantageous to do it all at once.
Yes, I would assume. We do have our expert here with the project, Nick, as well.
And Nick Jacobs with SAK Construction is here also.
I would assume that would be the case. So, yes.
So we'd be alleviating a lot of problems and headaches down the road. Just do it all at once, one big.
Correct. Along with, we have one known section that is an emergent repair that we do have to do immediately, and those things are going to be popping up. So by putting a section off, we could have another one of those pop up this summer. So kind of acting proactive. This pipe is deteriorated. I mean, Mike sees the effects of it in his treatment system every day, anytime it rains.
Yeah, with like a 1-inch rain, it could more than double the inflow that I have coming into the plant, which not only like what I was talking about, it's more to treat diluted water, it costs more in energy and time and everything else, but it also overwhelms the equipment. I can only bring in so much at a time before adverse reactions start happening throughout the plant. So, yeah.
And I would go on to say that at the Public Works Committee meeting, and Jill and Mike both, and Tony's not here, but we finally have a chance to be proactive instead of reactive. We know we have an issue in one certain part of the town, and Mike and Jill brought that to our attention. So this is an opportunity with the briefing that Nick brought to us about a month or so ago. And with the funds available, it's a chance to do and to give back and to save us a ton of money going forward. And just in this one spot, if we did it by itself, what it would cost us, and then come back and do another one. Well, we just spent, half of that or 2/3 of that in 3 little fixes, and we have an opportunity now to do 5 miles for a far,
Affordable.
be far greater as far as the money goes. So I kudos to you guys for doing the work and for inviting Nick in to explain to us what's going on. But in my eyes and the eyes of the Public Works Committee, it's a no-brainer.
Looks like Nick wants to show us something.
Yeah.
Let's show you.
Oh, that helps a lot.
Samples
I like samples.
These are clean samples, right?
We'll let you go first.
So that's actually the undried, uncured liner. We inject resin into that, and then this is a sample segment that we took. So this would have been the host pipe, in your case would be the clay tile, and this is the liner.
It comes out? Is it just
It
like that?
inverts. Think about putting a
It
stock on,
turns.
inverting the stock.
They're putting a balloon in there.
I
as well.
did YouTube it. Because.
It gets this solid too.
Yeah, it essentially becomes a new pipe.
Yeah,
And they
that's
inject air into that,
Like
so it
PVC
folds
-ish
out
kind of
to
thing.
the full circle.
Is there anything like you can put on it so it doesn't
Yeah,
like stick? Like, is there stuff that
We'll
prevents
pass it back that way.
Yeah.
John, pass it. We've already gone
Just
through the
like
presentation. You can,
when the sticky stuff goes through, like to keep it from building up.
Uh,
I'm thinking like more like
That's
heart
a,
surgery where
that's a chemical reaction. That's a chemical reaction that happens in there and makes it basically a PVC pipe.
No, I mean, once it's all done
Make
and
it
stuff, how like,
I think.
So I guess
there's like little
I guarantee you
crevices
stick more.
hidden somewhere that, grit gets caught on when it travels through the pipe. Oh,
Mhm.
Which also means that's the way
Tree limbs can't.
roots get in. It's through
Yeah.
seams. This doesn't have
And
that.
cracks and
Yeah.
breaks.
okay, cool. I like that.
This is more of a you all question, but all the little cutouts for the taps, do you gotta fish those out like for the next week or something, or where do those go?
No, we use robotic cutter that goes in there with a
That's right, I remember that.
and it basically turn it into powder.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it cuts out a
Yeah,
Turn the
wafer.
clay, the clay pipe
When
into
they
powder
put
too.
that in, it
That's a good question.
it creates little places where you can see where the incoming pipes are. Yeah. Yeah, we've already seen it.
we've already been,
Mike
Yeah.
has it? Gallagher has it?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
The whole site is on that board.
Yeah, we're on the public works board.
So just quick
But thank
question. Do you have like a plan on which streets you're gonna, or which pipes you're gonna start at, or
All of
do you?
All of them.
But
We
like,
do
obviously
have
there's
one
probably some
emergent
that are-
one right now. Why am I drawing a blank on?
Belinda.
Belinda Circle. Thank you. Where we have, it is coming to the surface. That's one that we really need to start
So
at.
that'll be like
And-
the starting point, and you'll just go.
And with this recommendation too, I guess in the past, we've always done any point repairs. We've hired somebody out to do point repairs where you go in and basically give, build the structure back to give Nick something to attach to go through. But we are in-house gonna be doing the point repairs, for a cost savings of anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000, depending on the type of repair for each one of these points. So that's an in-house cost saving that we haven't done before, that in conjunction with it.
A lot of stuff we're doing that we haven't done before.
Yeah.
And the other, and I think that one other good point here, and I don't remember, but, Mike, I know we spoke downstairs, but, this is actually a pretty fast process once we start. I think once we get the point repairs done, Jill or Mike, wasn't it 3 or 4 weeks?
Oh, wow.
So it's
67.
it's really a fast process. So, once we start, it's a month later, we're seeing the better end of that, so.
And can you start this like now, or do you have to wait until
Right
spring,
now.
or
Like right after this meeting.
right now?
Yeah,
And
30 days, I
when-
think, from awarding the project is what we looked at.
And Nick, did you
And-
say anything above 10 degrees you guys you can do this stuff in? So as long as we're not in the deep freeze, you can work.
Like negatives, stuff like that, where we're on the risk.
Right.
With us doing point repairs in-house,
worked
we
out
will
through
have to work
Christmas.
around
I mean-
weather.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
It's 70 degrees.
And then,
We're gonna see some
and then
questions
the
and things
positive of that is once we do the in-house point repairs, it's a very, very, very small construction footprint based on the abilities of the company that's going to do the work. So we won't see a lot of construction activity and big holes and none of that kind of stuff. It'd be pretty seamless and calm, we hope.
So we'll be
Yeah.
tearing everybody's yards up. And
Yeah.
Right.
So good
And this
process.
is a mechanism that's been used throughout other major metro
Yep.
areas in the metropolitan area, which I've reached out to, and all have great recommendations on the product.
Awesome.
What's the projected start date on something like this if we pass?
30 days. is
30 days from
what-
now?
From awarding the
Roughly.
project. The only slowdown, since he can do it any weather, is with the
You guys.
the area we want to start in. We would have to have decent weather because snow has to be our first priority. So we would have to have the good weather to get in there and dig the holes and do the point repairs.
Like right now, would
Mhm.
probably be ideal for you.
Yeah.
This is something we would head off spring, like all the flooding and rains of spring would help his problem. Okay.
Are we able to identify the point repairs way ahead of time of the actual installation, or is it like a day or two before and then you get to point them, or can we?
First step in the process. They know about this issue.
So the first step would be cleaning and pre-TVing the area. They know about this one, so they know there's issues already with this one. There may be others that might be encountered during the process, and those would be pointed out as our cleaning sub would go out and start the process. So 22,000 roughly feet. I'm betting 2 weeks probably to clean it, 2.5 weeks for them to clean and TV everything and get it prepped. But in that 2.5 weeks, we would start, working with Mike and working with Jill to point out these, hey, this is an issue, or hey, these are other areas that may require a point repair. A lot of times we can go through without needing a point repair, but like in this case, it's a collapsed line. So
Yeah, if I understood things, Nick, right, is that you can, small collapses, you can water jet through or clean through?
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
the major complete collapses is, okay.
Yep.
And he could start on areas, if we had weather, he could still start in other areas and then come back to this area if we had to focus on winter weather.
Yep.
Pretty sure this is gonna be unanimous.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's a good thing.
I
We
think
need
it's a
to,
great idea.
like Tony
Thanks
said,
for
be
bringing
more
it to
active.
us.
Yep.
And
I would-
Jill,
I would Tony and everybody to be proactive for once, and while we have the funds and ability to do it. So
Yeah, just for reference too, because some of you all may not be aware of this, it's not coming out of our current year's budget. It's coming out of that reserve that we have. So it's not gonna affect anything else we already had planned for this year. Not have a negative impact.
all right, I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution 2026-03.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Mike, Jill, Nick. We appreciate your time.
Thank you
Your
guys.
input.
Have a good night. Thanks for
I
coming.
mean,
Thanks,
you,
Mike.
you can stay with us, Mike. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't have to leave.
Oh, Mike.
Oh.
What are we
We'll be right
eating
there.
tonight? Oh, what are we eating?
It was a pork with some stuff in it. It was wrapped around it.
Can we just cut this meeting short and
Yeah,
go?
yeah.
Have a good evening. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Also, he's an hourly employee, so yeah, he's got to go.
That is coming out of this year's budget. All right, resolution 2026-04.
Yes, Ms. Bress will present.
This is the staff report to accept the city's MS4 permit that authorizes discharge of stormwater from regulated communities as defined in our permit number. I'm not going to read the whole permit number. But basically we operate under a municipal stormwater system under a Missouri permit with Missouri Department of Natural Resources. It was issued in 2022. As part of that permit, we are required to develop a stormwater management plan. It's referred to as the SWMP. They call it the SWAMP. So based on this SWAMP, it lays the framework for everything from developers when they come in and do their land disturbance permits, how we operate at our facilities. It requires you to have a spill prevention plan at any city-owned facility. So as part of writing this, we had to redo standard operating procedures for how we handle anything from hazardous materials, cleaning materials, making sure you aren't dumping them down the sinks or down the drains. things like that, just laying out our framework of best management practices for keeping our rivers and creeks and stream beds clean and clear. Nothing really major in this other than setting up best management practice, new training for our employees to make sure that we're not, causing the ecosystem further damage. Benefits, it keeps us in compliance with our MDNR permit, and it also protects fish and wildlife in our streams, creeks, and lakes. Financial impact, 0. I completed the stormwater management plan in-house myself. It is at DNR right now getting approval, but as part of that, we need the board to accept and approve the document as well. It's a recommendation of Public Works Department and City Engineer that the Board of Aldermen approve and accept the stormwater management plan. If you have any questions, I can happy to answer them.
Questions, board?
What was the biggest change that you had to do in this thing? Was there any? Was it the most impactful?
Rewriting standard operating procedures for inspections of our stormwater facilities with our for new developments and just all the different permitting issues and looking at all of our code. There's some code that's going to have to be rewritten. Just a lot of little detail work, but nothing hugely different. It's just laying out a framework so that we know what we do. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do versus just assuming everybody does.
Right. How often do we have to do this? Is it every year? Every 2 years?
No, so you once you have the swamp and it is adopted, then you have to do yearly reporting off of it. So that swamp says that we have to do yearly reporting. We have, I guess one other little thing that we did have to do, we went out and surveyed every culvert, any drainage structure throughout the city. There were over 300. We GPSed them in and then went from those to identify what our MS4 outfalls are. And we ended up with 6 that are actually permitted MS4 outfalls that we'll have to inspect yearly. Okay. So that was probably our biggest task, I guess, overall.
Yeah. So now we got a plan to stay ahead of things.
Yes.
What a concept, huh?
Not wait
Yeah.
years after it was due until we're out of compliance.
Absolutely. I think so. Yeah.
Any other questions for the board? Entertain a motion to approve resolution 2026-04.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? City Administrator report.
Yes, Mayor and Board. As you know, the date for candidate filing came and went as of the evening of December 30th. Most of you probably knew Alderman Pullman is not running for re-election. There is one candidate in Ward 1, Heather Kettler, who is running uncontested. Everyone else who is up there, the mayor and 3 other aldermen, are running uncontested. Mr. Earhart, Mr. Wells, uncontested, and so looks like we'll be having basically the same composition of board and mayor with one new addition. The Citizens Police Academy, we did get enough registration for that. That begins this Thursday, so we're looking forward to that. That will be every Thursday throughout January, and then the first Thursday in February we'll wrap that up. The City Lake, if you've had the chance to go out there, it's already looking a whole lot better. With the shoreline cleanup and cattail removals and so on and so forth, the water has been treated for the moss and algae and so forth, and so we'll continue working on that. Jason and his crews are doing a fantastic job with quite a bit of help from Public Works as well. So in Public Works, getting everything up and running and ready and maintained for the next snow and ice event whenever it should strike. Maybe it won't, but we'll get that lucky, but you never know. Apart from that, just getting ready now to ramp up for this point repair. Sewer sleeving done. Other than that, things are going quite smoothly. Happy to report.
All right. Moving on to Board of Aldermen Mayor reports.
Mike has I had one
Yes,
question
sir.
or comment.
Yeah.
To the city staff, I would like to say thank you for all your hard work and diligence out there alongside 71, getting all that mess cleaned up, the trees removed, things mowed. It looks 100% better.
I will say most of that was MoDOT. I'd like to take the blame, or the credit,
I
but
did see city trucks out there
well,
today moving
we
trees.
have worked with them because they moved into our right of way also, and so we did help remove some of the stuff they cut, just as a kind of a,
Thank you.
you know.
We're getting ready for the World Cup.
Right.
So,
We did help, but I have to give a lot of that credit to MoDOT. They've been working hard in our area on Saturdays and Sundays. I don't know if you've seen
Yes,
that.
I did
Yep.
see him out there on Sunday. So,
so was, Jill, just so for clarity, was that a MoDOT statewide right-of-way clearing project where now is the time to do that? I mean, obviously we see it all over the metro.
It was a, Kansas City district,
Okay.
clearing up for World Cup, trying to
Gotcha.
make you know,
Gotcha. Okay.
trying to make the city look, you know,
Presentable.
and that was the one, really visible aspect that they could do that the most people see and notice.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Any comments?
So I did go to City Lake today, and I do want to say, yes, it looks amazing. You go out on that boat dock there, the dock, and you can actually see the bottom of the lake. I don't think I've ever been able to see the bottom of the lake. So it looked incredible. And we were there almost at sunset, so we've got some awesome pictures.
Wait till you see what he does next.
I know, right? Good job.
I'm
Good job,
excited.
Dave.
That's the lake is it's kind of my safe space. So I go there quite a bit, and I was out there on Christmas, and there were kayakers out there, and I haven't seen that there before. So it's really cool that people are actually starting to use it.
utilize it. It's a good sign.
It's great.
Lake.
We need people to go out there and catch bluegill too.
Yeah, well,
The
yeah,
state
there
says
were
we got
there
too
were
many
people
bluegills,
there
so
the day
catch them
after
and get them out of the
Christmas
lake.
catching fish.
Free
and I told
fishing
them to
permit.
take it home.
For bluegill catching. That's right.
Thank you, Jason. Your hard work's not one unseen.
Yeah.
All that credit, it all gets shared with my guys in the parks and Jill's people in Public Works. It's been a huge team effort, and there's still an awful lot to come. There's been a lot of time set just putting pieces in place, and the dominoes are going to start to fall here before you know it. It's going to look great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's the point that we're actually seeing change. And
Yeah.
before we didn't see any change. It was just complaint after complaint. And nothing's getting done. City Lake's a mess. And when you see positive change, it's great. Thank you guys.
It's not very nice to see. Thanks.
All right. Alderman directives.
Through that.
The agenda was approved. The draft minutes of December 15th, 2025 were approved. Bill 2025-23 second read was approved. Resolution 2026-01 was approved. Resolution 2026-02 was approved. Resolution 2026-03 was approved. And Resolution 2025